Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for getting this information out to the citizens of North Carolina. Secretary Chancellor and Dr. Engel, our Public Health Director, I want to first of all say you're just doing a really great job. On behalf of all the people of North Carolina, you're keeping us informed of the preventative measures, and we're updated every day or two, 3 or 4 times a day. We really appreciate being in the loop, and the public across the state feels that way. I've heard it all week. And we need to thank the entire public health staff and all the volunteers who continue to monitor the coordination center and work at the lab around the clock. Folks in North Carolina don't realize how diligent this team has been for the last week plus, and we thank them for that. And on the local level, every single county health department is out there providing very strong leadership, working very aggressively at the community level to keep people informed and to urge everyone in the state to take proper health precautions. Today, it's good for the people of North Carolina to understand that we are joining 30 other states in having our first confirmed case of the H1N1 flu crisis. The CDC has just confirmed that a patient from Onslow County does have the H1N1 virus. Let me reassure all of you that North Carolina is as prepared, and some of us believe more prepared, than any state in the country. We have national protocols and models for preparedness and response in place. We are in constant contact with the CDC. We have had an emergency center up and running for more than a week in case this day came, and here it is. Local health officials are taking appropriate steps on the ground to guard the health of all of us. That's in every county in the state. All of the folks in Onslow County who have been in contact with the diagnosed patient with the H1N1 virus are following, we're told by the local health officials, CDC isolation guidelines. The patient is also following those guidelines. Other probable cases are also following these guidelines. Let me make that clear. Total isolation is now in process for those who've come in contact, in place for the patient and the folks he can identify as having contacted. Now, I want to urge all the folks in North Carolina, citizens and all the visitors who are coming to this great state, to do what we know we all need to do to take proper precautions against this flu, and against anything, actually. Wash your hands thoroughly, very thoroughly. More than you want to, more than you have before, wash your hands thoroughly. Cover your mouth and your nose when you sneeze or cough. Do that, please, for all of us, for your family and your community, and for yourself. And if by any chance you feel like you're coming down with the flu, if you feel sick,
across the northernmost and easternmost communities, we could see a few nasty.
If you have a fever,
more of a shower threat, as I mentioned, overnight. Lows in the lower 60s, mid-70s for Monday at best. Anybody else get north wind in and low tracks by later on. And that's
whoever has it has to hang up. They put their phone on hold.
60% chance for the try.
You'll have to disconnect and let them come back again, David. Well, I think you're going to have to do that if the rest of us are going to continue.
Yeah, we're disconnecting. You all dial back if you want to hear.
All of us are experiencing that challenge. So let me go back to the precautions. One more time. Wash your hands frequently, all the time. My niece tells me to take as long to wash your hands as it does to sing happy birthday to yourself. Maybe that makes sense for all of us. Cover your mouth and your nose when you're sneezing or coughing. And the very most important thing you can do for your family and your co-workers and your friends is to stay home. If you feel sick, if you've got a fever, don't go to work, don't go to school, stay at home until you figure out what's going on. We do have a 24/7 call line. 1-800-662-7030, 1-800-662-7030, or you can log on at your computer, cdc.gov or ncdhhs.gov.